Hi there, and happy Monday. Today is Monday, July 20th, and I'm here to show you some of Stampin' Up's new product and how to make a cute card. But first, I want you to know that the Stampin' Up mini catalog, August through December, it's in the mail. So if you're expecting a catalog from me, if you're my customer, if you've gotten catalogs before, watch the mail. It should be there if you haven't gotten it already very soon. And this catalog is available. You can start ordering from it August 4th, which is just around the corner, believe it or not. But I just want to make sure you watch for that in the mail. And then some of Stampin' Up's specials this month, bonus days. So for every $50 you spend in July, you get a $5 bonus coupon to use in August. So that's bonus days that's going on. And then watch September 1st, Stampin' Up's the large embossing machine. Stampin' Up's coming up with 2 embossing machines, a large and a small, and the large embossing machine will be, I should say die cutting and embossing machine, will be available September 1st. So I've been putting my nickels and pennies away to save up. I'm gonna get the new machine. I can hardly wait to show it to you. And then, so Paper Pumpkin, August Paper Pumpkin, you have to subscribe after July 11th, which means now, but before August 10th, and it's called Celebrate Life's Champions, and it's got distinctive stamps in there and 9 cards. So I'm really excited about August Paper Pumpkin. I just want to share that with you. And then before we get to our card, real quick, if you're my Paper Pumpkin subscriber, today I'm putting a little make and take in the mail for you. And if you come back Friday at 11 a.m., I'll show you how I put together my Paper Pumpkin. I use the add-on cardstock or card kit, and how I put my Paper Pumpkin together. I'll show you that here Friday at 11. So, okay. I'll try not to talk a lot. I had a really busy morning, and so it's, you know, when you get pumped up and you're going 100 miles an hour, and that's what my morning was like, so you'll probably have to share that with me today. But anyway, so last night I was trying to decide what am I going to make tomorrow, and I was digging through the catalog, and this whale bundle is like everywhere on Pinterest. It's amazing. I love this little bundle, and I saw this card back in the bundles. It's page 169, and I fell in love with this card because it's all about the punch and how the punch is a builder. So it's going to build a whale from just the punch. So I thought we would just make this card today. Now, if you decide to get this bundle because you've seen so much on Pinterest, you might as well get the paper too, because look at the designer series paper. It's 6x6, but you can make so many fast, simple, amazing cards from the designer series paper that you should just add that to your order too. Let me show you all of those. Are those not adorable? Whoops, that's the next page. That's this one. I love this water on this one. Let's see, in this one, the jellyfish and like the plant life, I guess you'd say. And then the seahorses. There we go, seahorses and some more water. What's this one? This one's on the back of the turtles. And look how many different patterns you get. There is just a bunch of them. So one side is like a scene and the other side is just a print. I don't know. I just suggest if you get the bundle, you might as well get the designer series paper too. So let's look at the stamp set. So the stamp set looks like this, and you get the jellyfish, the turtle, the seahorse, the fish, the coral, I think that is. I don't have ocean in Colorado, so I gotta just kind of guess. But there it all is, and then like I said, it has the coordinating punch that builds the whale. Okay, so we're gonna also use the nested label dies. I am fired up this morning on our card too, so I threw those in there so you could see. But let's go ahead. This is the card. You saw it in the catalog. I think it's adorable, and I'm gonna start with a card base that is Seaside Spray. It's an in color. It's your normal card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and I'm gonna just fold it in half here. And we're gonna stamp a background on there using this heart that comes with the stamp set. So let me mount that on my block. And I thought it was interesting how they did their background. They did it in little hearts of 3, I guess you'll call it. So let me take scratch paper here so I don't get anything on my, oh, they're both dirty, oh well. On my paper, on my table here. And I'm gonna ink up my little heart and just do groups of 3 for my background. And now this is the hardest, most time-consuming part of the whole card. So you just have to bear with me while I talk. I might hum, I tend to hum while I'm stamping and get my little background done. Oops, that one's kind of close, but oh, it turned out really nice. I'll be happy. Okay, keep going here. Look how cute. Don't you think that's cute when you just take the 3 hearts and group them together? It's kind of a different background pattern. Almost fit on there for the card. Okay, I think one more and then I'll be happy. There. Is that not adorable? Look how cute, using a little tiny heart as our background. Okay, we're going to set that aside and bring in the punch and a few colors of cardstock. So I have basic gray, and we're going to cut the whole whale and his fin. Oop, I know it fits on there. There we go, like that, of basic gray. Like so, and we'll hang on to the whale and the little fin. All of this is just, we don't need that. Okay, and then I have some smoky slate. Smoky slate, all we need is what I call the whale's tummy. I don't know if that's correct. It might be more of like, whoops, I missed it, the mommy kind of talk rather than the scientist kind of talk, but now we have a whale tummy. And then I have some of the new in color, the Misty Moonlight, and I just want a little bit, where did it, oh there, it's still here, of the water spout, I guess, from his blowhole. Yikes, that's mommy talk too, because sometimes mommy talks out of her blowhole. Oh, that was terrible, terrible. Anyway, let's go on. So then with the Night of Navy cardstock, I want more of the little water and an eyeball, so we don't need this piece. So there are all of our pieces of our whale. We have his little fin, we have his tummy, we have his water spout, and his eyeball. Okay, so and then, like I said, I cut out a die from the stitched nestle dies, and I'm going to use Real Red ink. And I like the words "thanks a ton." Now the whale done would be good, but I just don't know right now who I would send that card to, so I'm going to do the thanks a ton. Here. And since it's photopolymer, I should be using my Pierce mat, but we're going to wing it and see what happens without it. And photopolymer I can see through to center it as best I can. And there you go. So there's the greeting on my card. Now it's time to assemble. So my little whale here, I'm going to bring in my silicone mat and some liquid glue. I think it's easier to glue little pieces like this, and now we'll see if I'm wrong in my video if I mess up trying to get it all done. So I'm going to just put a little bit of Tombow or liquid glue here on the corner. It doesn't take much. And I'm going to hold my little whale's tummy, which is going to go here. Right? So I am going to just tap, if I can pick it up, I'm going to just tap him here in the glue. And if I get too much, I can kind of wipe it off so there's not too much on there. A little bit goes a long way. And then I'm going to just set that down on my card. Hold it there for a second. And now you have your whale's tummy. Oh, and Shazam, I forgot to stamp him. let's stamp him real quick. I have some basic gray, and I'm gonna bring in these little tiny, I don't know, I think it could do multiple things. I think it could be gravel for the ground, but we're gonna give our whale a little bit of personality and just speckle him up there a little bit. And I'm gonna do the same thing to his little fin down here. There we go. Phew! Almost forgot to stamp. Now we need to glue the little fin on there. I'm going to just do the same thing with a little bit of Tombow and set that right there. And then for the eye, I'll bring in my take a pick tool and I'll hold that little eyeball and then just barely touch in there. Well, and then put it back down here where my little whale eye needs to go. And that way you don't have a big gluey mess. You just have a little, now we're not quite done with that because now it's time to put everything onto our vellum. And I'm going to use dimensionals on the back of my greeting here. And some dimensionals on the back of my whale. I'm going to bring in an itty bitty dimensional. I don't think they're called itty bitty, but that's what I'm calling him today. And put it here on his tail. And I'm going to start, if I can get the backs off, one more. Okay, and put my whale in the center here about on my vellum piece. Can you see where the, yeah, you can see the vellum on the white, right? And then bring my greeting in here. And put my greeting right here under him. And then again, with my take a pick tool, I'm going to turn this over, it goes this way. Nope, I had it right the first time, it goes this way. I'm going to pick up that and just put a little bit of glue on the back. I lied, he's too big. Put him this way. Maybe this one will work. This one, a little bit of glue. Oh, it's because my glue's dried over here on my silicone mat. There we go. And then put down his little spout of water. Okay, then we turn this over. I'm going to put no, I'm not. I'm going to put glue dots. Sorry, I don't want it to pop up again. I want my vellum flat, but I don't want my glue dots to show through the vellum. So now I'm going to take my glue dots like this and pop them off with my take a pick tool and lay them where my dimensionals are. And you'll see, I think it's easier or easiest if you put your glue dots where the dimensionals are, because then you'll have pressure on to hold them down, and you'll see what I'm talking about when I turn it over and adhere it to the card. Okay, and then one more I'm going to put right under this little water spout. Now when you bring your card back in and you lay your piece down, try to get it straight. You can put pressure on those dimensionals, which will put pressure on your glue dots. And look how cute. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with the whale punch. I love the whale stamp, but now the whale punch has won my heart too. So now we're not done. We need to stamp the inside of our card. So once again, I'm going to bring in just the basic gray. And let's find that whale stamp, because you got to use the stamp set too. We'll put him on a block and just ink him up here with the basic gray. Again, use your Pierce mat. I don't know, mine must be missing in action. It must not be at my video desk here. So I'm going to hold and let the ink sink in, and look how cute the whale is. And then real quick, I'm going to take my chamois here to clean my little heart, because now I want to stamp that in red. And he's going to have a little heart coming out his blowhole. So it looks like that. Now tell me that's not adorable. And now I don't know much, oops, through my ink pad. I don't know much about whales, but I do know that whales float on the water, and they don't just float in the air. So I'm going to take this off of this block, my little heart, and this right here. Now, I think it's supposed to be a piece of grass or plant life in the water, but to me, it looked like waves. So then I just took a little bit of the seaside spray and stamped a couple of ocean pieces, I guess. So now my fish, let me bring that piece of paper back in. I want to stamp off the edge a little bit. Or my whale isn't floating in the air, now he's on the water. So then with just a little bit of Stampin' Seal, we'll take that and place that on the inside of my card. And I am in love. There you go. So now if you want to try the new Stampin' Seal, all you have to do is go to my online store, kathyhouse@stampinup.net, and place a $25 order using this hostess code, and through the month of July I will send you the new Stampin' Seal. I want everybody to try it, and so by placing a simple $25 order, you could get the new Well Done bundle, and I will send you the new Stampin' Seal in the mail. Make sure you use the host code so I know who to send it to. Thanks for watching. Hope you like my card as much as I do, and thanks Stampin' Up! For the idea book. Talk to y'all Friday at 11 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.